Monaco's class of 2016-17 were well aware of what awaited them at the end of a season in which they had thrilled Europe in a similar fashion to Ajax this year. A vibrant, young team had made it as far as the Champions League semi-finals, but had dethroned the money and the might of Paris Saint-Germain domestically, and up to half a dozen of their biggest talents were attracting covetous glances from the elite. The players had set up their own WhatsApp group to discuss moves away from the Principality, and within days of the season ending, the exodus had begun. Bernardo Silva has left the group. While there was plenty of focus on the magic of Kylian Mbappé, the marauding fullbacks Djibril Cissé and Benjamin Mendy, the tricky Thomas Lemar and defensive midfielder Fabinho, it was Bernardo who exited the stage first. Others in that Monaco team would attract more interest and more money, but Manchester City knew who they wanted. While they would have to wait for Mendy, by the time May was out, Bernardo was already a Blue, for what the club were convinced at the time was a £43. £5 million bargain. It looks like a steal now. City had seen firsthand the damage that Monaco could inflict that season, falling to a thrilling 6-5 aggregate defeat in the Champions League last 16. Bernardo didn't score any of the goals, but the Portuguese's technique caught the eye. He was integral to making Monaco tick. Now he's doing the same for City. It was the summer City backed Pep Guardiola, but this wasn't a case of plucking apples from a very expensive tree. There was more chatter about many of Monaco's other stars, but City's extensive recruitment planning and understanding from Guardiola through director of football Txiki Begiristain down the scouting network of what they were after gave them a head start. While half of Europe fluttered their eyelashes at Mbappé, City stole in to begin the march out of Monaco. Bernardo wasn't an immediate hit at the Etihad, but City's recruitment network knew they had got a gem. Patience would prove to be a virtue. He featured in 35 of 38 Premier League last season, but started just 15. This season he's featured in 34 of 36 Premier League games, starting 29. He's become the first name on the team sheet for Guardiola. Whether in an advanced midfield position or out wide, he just has to get the 24-year-old on the pitch. It was Bernardo who eased the nerves at Old Trafford recently with the opening goal. After the game, Guardiola explained why he sometimes criticizes City's other scorer that night, Leroy Sane, to try and inspire more from the winger, because he knows how good he can be, and clearly feels he's not there yet. When the subject moved to Bernardo, there was no attempt from Guardiola to play down his importance, to gently encourage a little more from him, just gushing praise. Bernardo is having an incredible season, incredible, Guardiola said. In the second half against United he played like a holding midfielder. A holding midfielder, Bernardo. It doesn't matter, He fought with Paul Pogba and everyone. It's not just against United, it's not just his goal, it's all the season. It was a masterclass, a masterpiece every single game. It was incredible. He's a fighter. He's one of the best players in Europe. One of the best. Bernardo has been such a hit this season that he's now shrugging off links with Barcelona. He doesn't want to leave City, and there's no way the club would consider letting him go. But Guardiola is right, this is one of Europe's best midfielders. It was City who spotted the talent and potential in Bernardo back in 2016-17. While scouting departments across Europe trained their eyes on Mbappé, seduced by his incredible pace and poise for a teenager, City saw the bigger picture in Leonardo Jardim's side at first hand. Yes, City have spent a lot of money under Guardiola. But cash alone isn't a guarantee of success. That money has invariably been well spent on players that fit a model, with room for development under Guardiola's intensive coaching. The recruitment and footballing side of the business working in perfect harmony, and Bernardo is the best example of that.